Hello there, I'm Rhino GT4, and welcome to Let's Play Sonic Drift. Originally released for the Sega Game Gear in March of 1994, developed and published by Sega. Hello, random gameplay demo. The version I'm playing is the one that's included in Sonic Adventure DX for the GameCube, because this was the first time this game was available in the US, was in Sonic Adventure DX, so hey, there we go. So let's press the start button. This is just a nice little 2D racing game starring Sonic and pals for the handheld Sega Game Gear. I think it was the first Game Gear exclusive Sonic game. Other Sonic games before, it had their own, they had a Game Gear version, but they also had a Genesis version. It's weird. But anyways, so the main menu here we have 4 options, well, 3 for me, because one was grayed out, but we have the Chaos Grand Prix, a free run, which is just a time trial mode, Versus, which is 2 players linking up together with 2 Game Gears and 2 Sonic Drift cartridges, and they can race against each other. And the options we have a sound test, which we can play through all the different music and sounds in the game, and we have a difficulty selection between normal and hard. I'm going to choose hard for this, because I'm hardcore like that, yeah. But, yeah, this is overall going to be a quick LP, so let's just get right into it. So the main mode of the game is the Chaos Grand Prix. We have 3 Grand Prix to choose from, green, yellow, and red, each representing a different color Chaos Emerald, because Sonic. And I'm going to be doing all 3 in the LP, so we're going to start with the green Chaos Grand Prix. Now we have 4 different characters we can choose from to drive as. We can play as Sonic, Tails, Amy originally from Sonic CD. I think it was the first time Amy was ever playable in a game, as well as Eggman or Dr. Robotnik. Nah, it's just Eggman. I don't even know. Shut up, man. Yeah, you can also drive as Eggman, and I think this is the first time Eggman was also playable in the Sonic series as well. So there's that. I'm going to play as Sonic for this first Grand Prix, and I'll play as a different person for the other 2 Grand Prix. And let's move on to our first round, Green Hill. So we're going to be starting 4th in this race. We have a countdown, and here we go. Now in this game and in all of its 2D glory. Oh boy, so these tracks are pretty damn short, and there's already a lot going on that I will hopefully be able to explain. So this is your standard 2D racing game, not much to it. You accelerate with, well, I'm using this in terms of the GameCube controller, not the Game Gear. Accelerate with A, brake with B, or X, I believe. I use B. And then, I believe if you're turning while braking or accelerating, you'll drift around the corner, which is the way to get around the corner. And then you also have all these power-ups that are scattered along the track. Oh, and if you collide with an object, you crash. An object off the side of the road, you crash, and lose a ring. So, and there we go. There's our first race done. So there's the basic controls out of the way. And we won the first race. Yay! Kind of just flew by everybody immediately. This game, even on hard, is not hard at all. So we won in 1:07 is the total race time. Eggman was 2nd, Tails was 3rd, Amy was 4th. So now we get our points here. So we get 3 points for winning, 2 points for 2nd, 1 point for 3rd, and 0 points for finishing 4th. As you see, Amy is quite upset for not scoring any points. Way to go. But let's move on to round 2, Marble. This game is quick fire, it is. And since I'm leading in the points, I'm going to be starting up front, so I'm not even going to have to pass anybody now. Just get to do my own thing. So each track area has its own music in this game, which, shouldn't be surprising. But you may also notice that well, I'll get into that later. But anyways, let's explain some of the stuff that's actually happening on track. So you're seeing these rings. I'm not sure how I didn't get crash there, but you see there's rings on the track that you can pick up and add to your ring count on the top of the screen. Depending on which character you chose, that your ring count is on the character portrait. But there's that. And once you collect 2 rings, you can press up on the D-pad to use a character's special ability. Each character has their own special ability. For Sonic, it's just a speed boost, vroom, like that. And there we go. Marble race done. Easy, quick. Minute 12. Like that little winning screen of Sonic just kind of driving by. The sprites are weird looking. They're kind of like a weird chibi-esque thing with the sprites, because they're like, everyone's so small, but their heads are gigantic, except for Eggman, who's just gigantic. I don't know, it's interesting. But, to race 3, Spring Yard. So there's the ring abilities, but there's also other things on track, like monitors, you know, good old power-up monitors, which is a staple in the Sonic series. The red monitors give you an instant speed boost, the blue monitors give you a temporary invincibility from hazards and crashing into stuff, and then there are also springs on the track, which let you jump in the air, and pretty much just lets you like bypass an area without actually pressing anything. You can go around a hairpin turn without actually turning the car at all or anything if you launch off a spring. And that's it for track pickups. But as you may have noticed, first we went to Green Hill and then Marble, and now we're in the Spring Yard, and we just finished the Spring Yard. I'll show you where round 4 is, because you might notice a pattern here if you know anything about Sonic. Also, you notice that everyone's finishing in the same place every race. Yeah, there isn't really much variety. It's usually how this goes. The same people finish in the same positions in every race. But yeah, anyways, race 4, the Labyrinth. So, yeah. All the tracks in this game are based off of zones from Sonic 1. Just interesting, considering this game was released, you know, after Sonic 2 and Sonic CD. Oh, here's the invincibility. Another fun fact about the invincibility in this game, it actually plays a sped-up version of the, I believe it's the Green Hills zone music from Sonic 2 on the Game Gear. Why is this lasting forever? This is not correct. It won't stop. I think the game might have glitched, because I'm pretty sure the invincibility is only supposed to last like a couple seconds. Meanwhile, infinite invincibility. Why? I don't know. I didn't expect that to happen. And there we go. We finished the Labyrinth race. Yay! And won. In less than a minute. Nice. Sub 1 minute race. Woo! But, oh yeah, the invincibility music. It is the Green Hills zone from Sonic 2 on the Game Gear. That music. That music was also used in as the Japanese theme of Sonic CD. And it's actually a pretty popular song, for those who know the song. Anyways, on to Starlight for our 5th race. This is the 5th zone in Sonic 1. Been absolutely dominating this Green Chaos GP, as expected, to be honest. And there's really not much more to say about this game that I can think of. Kind of went through all the mechanics haphazardly, and yeah, it's a very, very simple game with very, very short tracks. And I mean, it was for the Sega Game Gear, so it was meant to be a very quick game, short game that you could just pick up and play through in a few minutes. Plus the fact that the Game Gear's battery life was astronomically garbage, so they probably needed to make a short game to make up for the fact that you know, your batteries aren't going to last very long. So yeah, your 6 AA batteries, I think, is what the Game Gear took, and that they only lasted about a couple hours. Cool. Anyways, round 6, Scrap Brain. The final zone in Sonic 1, and this also happens to be the final race in the Grand Prix. I have to say, the backgrounds and everything look, and the color palettes look pretty good, and definitely looks like their Sonic 1 counterparts very well, even though they're being crunched from 8-bit or 16-bit to 8-bit. I think graphically this game is really good. Did a really good job with it. You know, there aren't too many 8-bit Sonic games out there. I mean, they're all Game Gear and the 2 Sonic 1 and 2 for the Master System. Can't remember if there was any other Sonic games released for the Master System. I don't think there were. But yeah, I don't know, it's cool seeing 8-bit Sonic. It's way past cool. And Eggman's portrait at the top is just like, it's a little bit creepy, I'm not gonna lie. He's just there. There's one Scrap Brain, yay. And once again, Eggman, Tails, Amy, 2nd, 3rd, 4th. So there we go, there's the rankings. 18 points for me, 12 for Eggman, 6 for Tails, and Amy with a goose egg. And that's the end of the Green Chaos Grand Prix. Great, you're number 1. See you in the next GP. And there's the podium flags, I suppose. Hooray. So just press A to get out of that, and the game pretty much soft resets. There is no like save game function, it's just do whatever Chaos Grand Prix you want. And then once you complete it, you get the game resets itself. So there's that. So that was the Green Chaos Grand Prix, so that'll conclude this segment. So next time on Sonic Drift, we'll take on the Yellow Chaos Grand Prix. Stay tuned for that.